Hey everyone, it's Char from Char's Fascination, and today we're just getting ready to go to the grocery store. So, where's my other powder? Didn't I did grab that. Oh, there it is. It was spookily hiding from me. So, I'm going to put the powders on, and then I'm going to put this on my eye, the Cosmetics eye primer that you can also use as a concealer. This is my shade. Everybody knows that. I use that in case I have to use it as foundation, which the foundation I'm using right now is the Wet n Wild. Since I keep getting paler because there's sun sometimes, but it's cloudy out there. It was foggy. I'll probably leave those photos with this video so that you know how foggy it was. So I clean my brushes, my little powder puff in here. So, like I said, let's get these powders. Spank a bitch. Spank that. Oh my gosh. One thing that kind of upset me is seeing one of my least favorite people that happens to hang around with Jaclyn Hill try to represent Gerard. Jen, if you don't know, I'm just going to be honest with you, sweetie. That person, Michaela, is friends with Jaclyn Hill, so you might want to rethink that post. Look, I don't trust Michaela. Now that you know who I'm talking about. What the heck? There we go. I'm just going to say it, like, the minute that I saw that post, I was like, oh, God, no. Michaela doesn't like Rich, and she said something really nasty about him. She even said that he needed to, put it this way in social media terms, not be able to breathing. That's not somebody that I'd want to have represent a company. Rich is actually a very kind person. If he wasn't, we wouldn't be friends. And so, okay. Plus, everything that spews out of her mouth is a freaking lie. I'm not afraid to say it. I don't like Michaela. And let's hope she doesn't ever get anything from Curst. Mariel, don't ever do it. Do not ever send that piece of ish anything. So let's get that right there, and we'll blend that in a minute. Right there, because I have a natural high cheekbone. Then we'll get this here. You notice how I actually do that. Okay, so we got that. Time to be blendy friendly. I don't bake, I just let it, blend it off. I have my makeup wipes near. I got some of the powder on there. Although I have my mirror which I should be using for this part for sure. If that doesn't blend, I usually go over it with the dampened beauty blender. Or my other trick, let me show you this. Pick up your foundation brush. To blend that, because that's already dampened. And to me, honestly, lately, I think that blends it better. I'm just going to be honest with you on that. And then take your brush. I'm going to brush around your nose really good right here. That way nobody thinks otherwise of you. Anyway, hoping that I don't lose my code with Gerard Cosmetics after what I just said. You know what, though? If I lose mine, I will let Rich know. I'm just trying to save Jen. She's already been through enough shit in her life. She really has. Save Jen from more BS. Anyway, we're here. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you which palette I'm using. To make things extra spooky, from Curst Cosmetics, we're using the Paranormal palette. Says 12 months, but how many of us have kept a palette longer than that and still use it? I mean, I just got that this year. Was it this year? I believe it was this year. So I still have a while. You need a little bit. That's all you need, a little dab will do ya. Put that on the eyelet. And put that on the whole eyelid. Just like that. Now you've primed it. You can just go, you know how I always say right here. Just go ahead and make sure that that is lined up with your eyebrow. I suppose if you're doing some FX makeup, you could probably, I'm going to wipe this part off. Probably go like that to block your brows. You know, I didn't think about that till now. Watch the magic. Block your brows with this stuff and then powder over it. What do you bet that might actually work? Oh, this is weird. I'll fix that in a minute, though. You could block your brows with this stuff. Wow. That's a good thing to know, isn't it? That is a good thing to know. So, grab the spoolie. Another thing, it might actually hold your brows in place when you go to do them. You know, brow. I try to make mine look a little fuller these days. Mine have gotten thinner. Although I don't want the 80s bushy eyebrow. Every once in a while I will do that, but not too often. Now there is a black shade in here, as you can see, to go with my hair color. So remember what I said. Go light. Sorry for the Chewbacca sound. Well, I had a weird ass night. Something knocked on the window last night and I looked. And of course, we're too high up off the ground to actually have a physical person be able to reach the window. So there's that thought. Always. Guess I go very light. This mirror is not exactly the cleanest. I gotta wipe the mirror. Again, still going very light-handed. I know my brows look weird. So where I don't have some brow, I just very gently do a sweeping motion to, you saw that, to create that brow. Now, we have pumpkin-y goodness in here. This one is Echobox. So I'm actually going to go into Echobox because that goes with the dress, and you'll see what we'll do. Now, I have used this before, and if you use it a specific way, it kind of gives this kind of like sunset look to your eye if you blend it a specific way. Otherwise, you'll look like a clown. Nobody wants that unless you're a clown. Wait, unless you're rich, and then you do that on purpose, which is fine. Yes, I do speak highly of my friend Rich Lux. He's such, like I said, he's actually very sweet. If he wasn't, his mom would still be like, I mean, she's apparently a nurse, and she's been, what, Rich, correct me if I'm wrong, you said, like, what, 25 years as a nurse? 25 or 30 years as a nurse? That's a long time. That is a long time. But, okay, we're going to go into EVP. We're going to use that same brush. EVP is that yellow shade in there. You're like, are you giving us candy corn? Nope, not really. Just going to lay that on there. And blendy, blendy, blendy. I will be going over this yellow with another shade. I just need to find another brush. Yeah, let's go ahead and dip into that black. Probably should have just kept with that same brush. So, I'm not going to do too much with those. Because, come on, y'all, it's grocery shopping. It's not a beauty contest. Although you can do some spooky goodness to your eye. Let me finish this eye. Okay, so the next thing I will pick up is white noise. I'm probably just going to set this over that yellow and put it here at the brow bone. So white noise is actually a very nice white. It's a shimmer. Just put that there. See how like, wow, right? Wow. And just blend that. Now, like I said, I wanted the yellow there, but that's to be an undertone for this shade. So, by the way, it does also pick up on a brush. It does pick up on a brush rather nicely. Now here, if you notice, I'm not sweeping it, I'm actually dabbing. You can dabble in the darkness of Curst Cosmetics any time in the day or night, people. So now I'm just going to pick up this brush, roll it in here. Like I said, you honestly don't need too much. And if you want to intensify it, spray your brush. It'll be fine. I think at one point I'll be back to the Dark Divine palette, which has water activated eyeliner, which is always good. Oh, excuse my voice today. I don't even know why I'm tired. It's for I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna finish this eye. Now, I had picked up Paranormal, which is the black shade, to do that smoky look and then do the eyeline, which I think works. Take some setting spray, lock that in place. Oh, I forgot one thing. I had forgot the Curst Cosmetics lip oil from the Black Veil Brides Bleeders collection. Y'all know I have the whole collection. I'm almost out of this, but look, Rich, I'm going to tag you in this. He wants something that looks like vampire blood, and he has something else, but this is the lip oil that quite literally it's like a vampire blood, right? But this also works as a lip stain, and it still smells nice, which is good for me. I love that. And that's it, y'all. That'll dry down. And then you can just blot this if you want. I wasn't wanting to do too much today. Like I said, it's grocery shopping. It's not a fashion show. But I also don't like going out of the house looking like total ish. So, yeah, I'm almost done, Rob. He's putting the dog. We don't leave her in her crate too often, but only if we have to go somewhere because she'll tear things up. She's still learning. Anyway, so remember, I'm going to shut this light off. Remember, you can always brew up your beauty with Curst Cosmetics. Make a fantabulous look, or a bat-tabulous look. I didn't use a batty eyeliner there. It's a thing. Make your beauty paranormal with Curst Cosmetics. Where's Jeffrey? I decided to give that a break for a moment because I'm running out of that one. That stayed on. Let me show you the blot part because I always keep a napkin to blot. If you blot that, it's still there. That's going to be there for a while. And it makes your lips very soft, not oily, not greasy, just very soft. Anyway, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And later we'll do Advent Calendar, and I'll see you in the next one. Which Advent Calendar might end up being my shorts videos, so look for that. Bye.